Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. We are in the past. We have already gone through here. We have already found the killer. We have already discovered everything that's going to happen. But now we're going to leave. That's it. We're done here. We're going to walk away. And why are we going to walk away? Well, simply because we didn't do everything. We didn't do everything we could have done, and that is unforgivable. So, we're going to head back, and we might not get a different ending. We might get the same ending. We might do the same things. We might follow the same path. But the one thing that we will do is sing some karaoke. So, let's head out here. Really? We had to walk back there to get through the door? Anyway, we're going to head out here. We're going to go sing some karaoke at some point. But first of all, I just want to have a quick look at our quest log, because I don't know where we are. Because we're in the past. Yes, there you go. Union and cryptozoology business might end when you do so, when you go into the cavern. Okay, cool. Good to know. We haven't added beauty to the wall. We haven't offered figurines to Dolores Day. I don't even know how we would do that. Smoker on the balcony. We've got to go after 9 o'clock to see if anyone's home. Okay. Find all the armor pieces. Well, we know where that is. Track down your badge. Wait, we did find our badge, didn't we? And sing karaoke. So, there's not an awful lot to do, but there are more people to speak to. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put away this and bring out our sword, because, you know, everything's a lot better when you have a sword out. Then we're going to run over here, and we're going to speak to Jane. Why are we going to speak to Jane? Well, that is a good question. We're going to speak to her because she is nearby where she has what we need to go further. That's why we're going to speak to Jane. That's the best way of describing it. She has a boat. We need a boat. So, I assume if she has what we need, then she must be able to transport us where we need to go. Logical, right? Hello.
I'll just keep the cordially in the channel if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
She winds the mooring line around a post.
Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way.
Of course, jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, detectives.
She fastens the end of the line around the post and straightens her back.
It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now. So I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That, and she's also keeping an eye on you. Have you been spying on us?
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here. Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the cordially red, like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. Quite.
So how do you like it here?
How do I like it?
She casts her gaze toward the village, slush melting on the cinder blocks. Construction work left half finished 10 years ago. Water drips down eaves of eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
No, definitely not. She squints her eyes.
I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard, a sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
Alright, politics time. Let's react. Let's just... You know what? Don't worry, I got her sword. Look at this. Perhaps you shouldn't have. I sort of liked it on her. She leans against the railing, looking up at the grey sky. It's early spring and the rains are coming. An officer enters a low hut of stone and wood. Inside, weapons are piled against the walls. Rifles with splintering stocks and swords. tens, if not hundreds. "They're antiques," says Lieutenant John, the archetype McCoy, to his partner. "They're digging 'em up from the catacombs now, fixing 'em, old caches from the Revolution. The children will carry 'em up. Come May, the streets will be flooded." Outside, the wind rattles the loose hatches, flooded with cheap weapons in angry hands. "Have I told you how they discovered this place?" The wind picks up. Her raincoat flaps in the gust. "The island?" "No, the Insulindian Isola." What exactly is an Isola, exactly? "I'm guessing you don't know, then." "No, you haven't told me how they found it." "Well, your condition left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty." Oblivion, that's so me. "I knew you would sympathize," she nods. "Most Revacholians will never know what this place means, our home, this island of matter, or why they were ferried over here in the first place." "Remind me to tell you one day." She corrects the scarf around her neck. "For now, how can I assist you in this new location?" Tell me now, we have time." "Do we?" He glances at his watch. It doesn't look like he does. "I hear you've singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you." This story she will tell only before she leaves Martinez, at the very end of her stay. "Maybe there is something else I can assist you with while you're hot in pursuit." "No. I'm good." Maybe Lillian has something to tell us? About her?
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Be seeing you. Okay, so nothing there. What are we looking at in terms of not that? Actually, do we have any level ups? No level ups. Cool. Worth checking. I just want to see what we have open to us. We could go to Measurehead and try and figure out if there's anything there, because that's one that we really haven't done. And I didn't do it deliberately, but you know, it could lead to something, so it does seem worthwhile. The abandoned lorry, we could have, I don't know where that is, but we could have a look at it. The barbell doesn't matter, although it might tell us about our past. This one doesn't exist, this one doesn't exist, this one doesn't exist. Okay, so the only run we've really got is Measurehead. Okay. Yeah, where are we gonna head? The reason I'm heading up here is because I want to check the bunker. Because we haven't tried the bunker. So I want to see what the options were on it. Just to keep us informed. Because the bunker down here is definitely somewhere we haven't gone and didn't go in the future timeline. So therefore, it could be relevant. Like, it could be relevant to something else. Interfacing impossible. Open the door. Okay, it's an interfacing 6. That doesn't seem impossible. That seems incredibly possible. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got any interfacing stuff? We might have nothing that gives it. We already have +2 interfacing, and it's a 3% check. Ooh, and it's a fail. Wait, is that that was a red, wasn't it? So that was a fail forever. We have nothing else that gives us interfacing at all. Well, there you go then. Oh no, we have gloves, but I think these already, yeah, these give us 2 interfacing, so. And that's a 0% chance. Well, it's not 0. It's 3%. But it's very, very unlikely. Okay, so there's nothing we can do there. And it's a failed check if we try. As in, it's a red check. It's a fail forever. Interesting. We've already been inside the dancing bit, so we know that's nothing. So we've got the smoker, and we got the karaoke, and those are pretty much our 2 options, right? So in karaoke, get up on stage in the evening. We don't know where our badge... Well, we know where our badge is, I think. I think it's downstairs in Ruby's bit, if I remember right. Yeah. So, the things that we haven't done are we haven't spoken to... We haven't gone back to Clagier's room. And it may be worth doing that. And we maybe haven't exhausted conversation with some of the other ones. Like, Everard might have something else to say to us. Maybe. There was definitely that guy outside of Everard's one. I don't know whether I spoke to him or not. I think I did, though, in this timeline. But we'll see. Is there... Yeah, there's probably some stuff we didn't buy. Did we ever find out what happened to our gun? That was a quest for us at one point, wasn't it? No. Report your badge missing. No, I don't see anything about our gun as a quest. I know we have we have a goal to find our gun, but I don't know if it's an actual quest. Okay, well, we'll have a look around. This is what this is for. This is basically our re-adventuring. So what did he say about our gun? I missed that entirely.
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Do you have any guns? Someone came here asking the same questions. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back. Okay. So Ruby has our gun. Yes. You sold my gun. Where can I find this buyer? Okay, so it's probably Ruby who has our gun. Okay, so we need to arrest Ruby to get our gun back. I can't get the street lamp, it's too expensive. We've got the boom boxes. And we also have the... Yeah, we got the thing for Dolores Day. Not that we've met Dolores Day or have any concept of her existing, but we have the thing for her. Okay, that's fine. What about the other side? What haven't we bought over here? We don't have money, so I don't know why I'm looking at what we can buy, but I suppose we could sell something. Kind of a rough idea of what's
The
good.
shine on those sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Neither of these are worth buying. Yeah, electrochemistry and perception, don't need them. This one?
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep...
Nothing there. Okay, this one? The Flan sneakers? Yeah, they don't really give us anything. And they're 50, which is insanely expensive. Although probably not expensive if you use the free room. Well, I mean, they're still expensive, but they're possible. Okay. Do you want to try out Measurehead? I want to try out Clagier's room first. Because I'm sure we got a hint that it was like, have you made sure you checked the room? And we didn't, so, you know. Anything from Titus?
The Coppernado is back. What do you want?
I want to go over a few things regarding Ruby's disappearance again. Nothing. Okay. Cool. We'll leave that be. Let's head upstairs. Okay. Yeah, Measurehead we don't know much about, so he could be relevant. Just want to check up here again. Because maybe if we find the trajectory stuff now, that would then trigger something else later. Maybe. Aha! Visual calculus, what happened here? Yes, so we've done this, so we already know that we're saying no on a single bed, that's like the witnesses said, where does it come from? Expect the ghostly figures. Yeah, so we did all of this. Shouldn't there be gun residue outside? I'm 80% sure this is where the roof is, 72%, yes. Are there any arguments against the roof? Could the shot have come from inside the room? Yes, so we did all of this. We include all of Martinez. We now know the island exists. Yes, okay. So this is the thing I missed previously. This is the very important thing I missed. Do you think it could have come farther than the roof? Okay, you've given us a lot of thought. What's the likelihood it came from a further distance? Much less than from the roof, but still. Okay, we should see if there's something there. Determine where the shot came from. Right. That's fine. So now we have this. Check Land's End for bullet traces. Check the boardwalk for bullet traces. Check the island for bullet traces. So now we've unlocked these new places. Cool. That's what I'm after. Cool. So we can leave there now. So we've now got that done. So that unlocks the island effectively for us. Where before we couldn't check the island because we had no way to get to the island. Because it wasn't an option. Okay. Cool. Do we want to still try and understand Measurehead? We could, I suppose. It's not necessary. I don't think Measurehead's related to the main quest. I would find it hard to believe that it leads to anything, but it might be worth checking. What was his one? Anyway. Measurehead's was conceptualization. Yeah, or we could use physical instrument on him. We have enough conceptualization stuff. We could try and see what's going on in his head. I suppose. Yeah, let me in. Thanks. Right. We've got time to burn. Let's just put it that way. Quick save. Let's make sure we have our conceptualization clothes on. That's the white suit and the white shirt. There we are. I can remember that one. Hello?
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Let's subscribe to his advanced race theory or knock him out. I could just try and knock him out. I don't know where that's going to lead though. You know what? Let's try it. This is our risk it all bit. Wait, where's the... Yeah, this is a much better shirt. Do we have, like, the arm... Does the armor give physical instrument? It gives pain threshold. You never know. That might be useful. Oh, that's the wrong... That's in the wrong slot. Wait, did I bing like we had something? No, it's just there. Okay. So if I wear that... Hopefully we're still drunk. Do I have anything else that gives me physical instrument? I mean, I already have +2, so I must be wearing something that gives me physical instrument. As in wearing 2 things that give me physical instrument. Let's see. Oh, that's -2. That's the wrong direction. Definitely. That doesn't give us anything. It gives us pain threshold and half-life. But you know what? I could wear it. Gives us the full flan look when we do this. Okay. Quick save. So this will be like
Your race
72%.
descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
Let's
You
knock
have
him.
really let yourself go.
Let's knock him out. That's a fail. How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand and he's squeezing it. It hurts. You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. The pressure on your hand becomes unbearable. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic. The crackle of bones inside, you can hear it. I'm a cop. Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more. The words to the song have changed. Say I'm a violent drunk. No, I won't fucking say anything. Alright, time to try and live. Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you. Still you press the words out of your swollen mouth. Good. He releases your hand. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further. Wow, okay. Well, I guess I'll subscribe to his race theory. Ask what kind of races there are first. Clarification is core to this stuff. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, interesting. Anyway, I'm going to reload, is what I decided. I was just checking whether those were mutually exclusive. There's a backup quick save. Interesting. Never noticed that. I want to try and knock him out again. Because this is basically a reverse time thing anyway. I think it's worth trying again. You know?
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
We did it. Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight to his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft plate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sound of the harbour is falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip. Now's the time for a spin kick. He expects the 1-2, not the 1-360. No, don't be a fucking ballerina. Rip into him, right hook, get intimate with him, bring the hurt closer. Wait, what should I do? Don't wait, you've only got a millisecond. He's coming to. Time is breaking loose from the stupor. His left hand curls up into a fist. Fighting pose, watch out, he's expecting the hook. Spin kick. So good. The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment he still tries to keep head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button. Disco Inferno. I'm going to press the button. As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side. Looks like you're the new Measurehead now. Her voice is surprisingly calm. No one needs the new Measurehead. Let's go before he gets up. Lieutenant makes haste towards the door. Wait, what did this open? Wait, did that open the door over there? Wait, really? That's all it did? Oh, but we were already in there. The man is still knocked out. He breathes slowly and steadily. Oh, so that's it. Okay. I think that opens this door. Am I stupid, or does it open that door? Okay, so that was entirely as I said, not related to the main quest because we already bypassed that door. Okay, sure. Whatever. Oh, you know what? Wrong outfit. Where is our... Oh, there you go. That's the main one. The secondary one is I need to change my my t-shirt. Let's go for a nice rhetoric shirt. There we go. I look like we should be some kind of preacher at that point. Like, you know, or maybe, you know, you see him in like some Wild West thing. I don't know. Let's look. You see what I'm getting at? Like, you see him I don't know. Maybe on a ranch. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but you get the kind of idea of the person I'm seeing here. Maybe, hopefully. Oh, can we buy more drugs? Always a good question to ask as a policeman. Can we buy more drugs? Yes, sure. Let's have a look. See what we got down here. Oh, the yellow roses in the window. Aren't those the flowers that were left for Clagier? Oh.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
No, okay, so she still knows nothing. I just thought I'd check because it asked us. Yeah, you do have more alcohol. Yeah, okay. And what about the Nosafed? That's quite cheap. Druamine. Wait, so this is 3 of those. That would be 180, 270. Yeah, so this is slightly cheaper. Yeah, I'm going to buy that. Cool. I really feel that that's necessary because I think that we're going to have to do the underground bit. And I think that doing the underground bit and succeeding will get us our gun back. And that seems important to me at this point. Okay. So we're definitely going in the right direction here. We walked up to Measurehead, we beat him up. Right, now what do we need to do? Is there anything else that is on our list of things to do? Apart from look for where the shot came from. Karaoke and the smoker. Smokers asked to 9. Karaoke is get up on stage in the evening. Well, we definitely need to wait till the evening to get to the smoker. Kim doesn't just leave you at 9, does he? I think he leaves at like... In fact, no, I don't think he leaves you until you choose to leave him. Like, you have to walk in somewhere and then walk out. Okay. So, first place we need to check is... What is it? The boardwalk in Land's End? We can do that. So the boardwalk's going to be over here. And that's where you find the other body. Okay. So we're getting there. And basically all we need to do is find out about the pail. We know that there must be a way to find out about the pail, because that's the check for the church. So there's definitely something missing up to this point. So, boardwalk. So this way? Yeah, this is what I'd call the boardwalk, right? I check here. Doesn't say which boardwalk, but I assume, well, we've checked that one. There are other boardwalks. Yeah. So we can check them as well. I'm assuming there's going to be a specific check when we get near somewhere. Okay. Let's go to Land's End anyway. Because that one we know where that is. The other boardwalk could be there, near the Flan building, I suppose. Definitely. Oh, it's not the Flan, it's Feld Electrical Building. Right. Up past here, we don't have enough interfacing to get through that door. It's not that high an interfacing one, we just don't have it. Which is what bugs me about that one. We could easily get that. Oh, there we go. Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking a shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower. In the distance you can hear the breakers roar. I don't see it, officer. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. He looks east over the coast in the whirling and rags. What about the cigarette butts? Those, he points to them, as smoking assailant who favors Tio Motori to Astra on the ruin. Cigarette butts are everywhere. This is a common brand for old men. Still, you felt it was important enough to make a mental note. That means something. You didn't pay attention to any of the other cigarette butts on the coast. Maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator. To warm his hands before pulling the trigger, perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is packed with fires this time of year. He looks around. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor shot to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful and there's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out B double prime, was it? Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower and took the shot there. It's not possible to climb that ladder, and even if it were, why, there's no platform up there to aim from. Lieutenant looks up, raising his collar. It does look extremely rickety, and wouldn't help much either. Look over the water to the whirling and rags. There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, blue from the distance and the air, you see the smallest rectangle barely visible. The light is off on the third floor of the whirling and rags. The young woman is gone. In precinct 57, safe, closed off, her form no longer moves behind the glass there. Okay. So that one's done. Did we go to these places in the future? I cannot remember at all. This is how much it impacted me, going to these places. So if we did, obviously it was a very quick experience. Oh, was this the one where I went... I have memories of saying this isn't the boardwalk. I really hope this isn't, but is it like over here? Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's this bit of the boardwalk. Wait, was that? Did that activate there? No. My imagination is playing tricks on me. Which isn't good. But there you go. So it's not there either. Okay. Oh no, that was when it said like it was west or something. I really don't want to go back to the visual calculus on top of the building. So if you would just show me where... Was it over here? Doesn't seem like it was over here either. But... It's hard... It feels bad being lost when you already knew where you were. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't really add up. Like, how could you be lost when you've already been here? No, so it wasn't here either. It must have been back this way. I'll let them run their way around here. Yes. This is a low moment. Although, I feel like we've discovered a lot more. How did I miss that visual calculus check originally? It must not have been there until something else triggered. Because, like, surely I would have looked at it and thought, oh, we have to do this check. It just seems foolish that I wouldn't have. Well, maybe it was foolish, you know? Who knows? Right, I don't see anything over there. Maybe this is the boardwalk? Oh, auto-saved. Oh, wow. Okay. Was it along the end here? I don't think it was along the jetty, was it? Definitely said boardwalk. Well, we know we don't need to check the boardwalk. But it would be nice if it told me where the boardwalk was. Oh no. Now I'm like, where could it have been? The boardwalk. Am I walking back to the thing? Maybe, don't judge me. Was it over here? Next to this shack, which has an open door now? That didn't always have an open door, did it? Huh. Did that always have a door that was on its hinges? Must have. Okay. That's also weird. We never went in there for any purpose and had nothing in it. At least I don't remember going in there for any purpose. Huh. Okay. Well, I haven't seen anything over here or anywhere to take a shot. I'm going to head back because I can't live with myself if I don't go back. It's a compulsion. But hopefully we'll find the answer. Also, it's killing time because we got time to kill. We got like many hours, although I suspect we're just going to sit on a bench for a long time. But you know, we got time in the game to kill. And I'm not going to... I can't go to the island today. The reason I can't go to the island today, in my mind, is that if I go to the island today, basically what I'm saying is, like, we're probably not doing karaoke. And karaoke needs to be done. So, you know, one of two things is going to happen. And we're doing karaoke. That's simple. My ideal for karaoke, by the way, they put the lyrics up but have no voice acting. Then you get to get the real karaoke. But I suspect that's not what's going to happen. Although, has Harry ever had a voice? I mean, apart from the voice in his head. The boardwalk, point B. Wait, it says, yeah, I was there, right? Point B1. Yeah. Yeah, so wait a second. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had the safe sniper's nest. Yeah, I was right there. I must have just missed it. Okay. Weird. Okay. I wonder whether... going here before you see Ruby is definitely going to change the island slightly, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much it would change it. Because in theory, you find the murderer. And that just kind of leaves Ruby as like a loose end. But maybe in the same way on this one, when you see Ruby first, it kind of leaves the island as a loose end to tie up. Maybe it does the same thing here. It says, you found the murderer, but what about Ruby? She's still your main suspect. So even if you have a confession, you still need to tie up the loose end. maybe that's how it deals with it. That could be cool. As it definitely feels like these are mutually exclusive options currently, right? Going to Ruby is mutually exclusive than going to the island, because each tells you the answer to the other. Or more correctly, the island is a dead end, and Ruby is a sideshow. Anyway, back to the boardwalk, because I can see where it is on the picture, and I'm thinking, I was there, so I must have just either walked past it slightly or just missed it, or yeah, maybe I was just blind and just missed it. That is entirely possible. I could believe it. I might have been looking at where I was going and not at me or something. Anyway, if I was, you're probably shouting at me by now, so that's fair enough. I had it coming. Right, up here. So it was definitely in the corner up here. There we go, right there. No, there's electricity. Wonderful. Here. I was like up, maybe up there? Yeah, I have to go all the way to the edge? No. See, this is where it was indicating. I think maybe it was up there previously. I'm getting memories of it, which means we have been here before. It means I did go around in a circle. Really? There's nothing here? Maybe my visual calculus isn't high enough. That's the other option, isn't it? Maybe I just didn't get the check? I'm fairly certain it runs the checks in the background, so maybe my visual calculus just literally isn't high enough. Do I have anything that raises visual calculus? If I do and I'm not wearing it, then that's just unforgivable, but... There we go. That's the shirt, that's the jacket I want to be wearing in the first place. Right, along here. I know, this isn't... Did I really just leave his body there? I guess I called him in, didn't I? I didn't just leave him there, I called him in. I definitely called him in. This is where it told me to go. Interesting. So it didn't trigger. That is annoying. Okay. That definitely should have triggered. Okay. Maybe it was in this little corner bit here and I wasn't imagining things. Huh. Okay. Well, slightly annoying that that doesn't trigger. But at least I went to the point on the map that it said. So, I'm going crazy, but that's okay. Let's go see if we can hitch a ride to the island. Because we should be able to go back and forth to the island because we're not using Lillian's boat. I'd assume we'd be using, like, Jane's boat, or however you say her name. Right. Hello.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I'd like to talk more about this boat you're on. I would like to go to the island. Please let me go to the island. Hello.
Aye, the sea's gonna...
Nah, okay. I'm gonna do a quick save, I'm gonna do a load, and I'm gonna hope that that fixes it. Because it seems odd that it's not triggering, and I assume we can't go to the island until the boardwalk triggers. Here's where I find out that you can't go to the island before you've seen the people underground and we're just screwed. That's entirely possible. That's entirely possible. But I think if I do the reload, it should give us an answer. I'm assuming that's how it works as well, that reloading fixes things. We definitely have nothing around us right now. And its visual calculus is what I assume the check is, if there's a check. I'm making a lot of assumptions on this, but... No, nothing there. Maybe it's this? Nothing, huh? Nothing. Wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna look it up. Oh, the bullet traces are under the boardwalk. You see, this is why my failing memory is not a good thing, because it causes problems. So I believe this is where the Russians, see it's in there, well, not Russians, but you know, the communists were. So we can do this now. Okay. Hey, you know what? We gotta have a chat. We gotta work out what was gonna happen. Some good, some bad. We'll see. I'm not feeling the same, like, in the previous episodes I felt a little bit of a rush to find the ending, because we were so close. Now, there's no rush. We already know the ending. This is about experiencing every little bit that we can, which adds a little bit more, I'd say. Can I walk in here without a torch? I can. Fantastic. There we go. Could this have been the killer's hideout in this narrow window the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary? This does look like an embrasure, a slit made for shooting out of. Outside the window the day is clear, mild as it can be. Yes, okay, we've already done this. Right. Cool. That's fine. Wait, what did he say about when we exit the bunker? Oh no. Oh, whatever. I think he was saying the same thing, basically. He's saying that we're done here. I didn't mean to run, but, you know, to be fair, we were already told that she knew we were here, so I assume that it doesn't matter if we come back. We've already, by opening the door, I assume we were loud enough. We also spoke a lot while we were in there, so, right. So now we've done that, we should be able to go to the island, I'd assume. Like, I didn't listen to what Kim said, but I assume we can go to the island. I might try speaking with Kim actually in a second, see whether he has any clues. But I assume we can now ask the people with a boat to go to the island. Either that or we need to progress the main quest, which is annoying.
You're back. Good.
No. Okay, so we have no way of going to the island. That's what I'm learning here. Let's just try this.
Aye, the sea.
Okay. Well, we get the second cut while I go, how do we get to the island? Okay, so, you can't go to the island yet. That's what it says. Can't go to the island. Fine. That means that we are pretty much done here, because everything leads, you have to do the shootout, apparently. You can't go to the island first. Well, that explains it. So, we're going to sit here. We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go. You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone. Wait, then how do I pass time if Lieutenant Kitsuragi is here? Can I not pass time?
Yes?
Well, you know, as much as I hate the cuts, let's do it. Okay, so to pass time with Lieutenant Kitsuragi, what you do is you just read case entries over and over again from your journal, which we can do, but I want to do closer to the places I want to be. So when can we do? It just says evening for singing, right? Yeah, I assume that they're both going to be 9 o'clock. Well, not 9. Is it 9 o'clock? There we go. That is 9 o'clock, yes. So, we can try that. The smoker might not be at home. We did find out from the credits that the smoker does not have a name, so therefore probably isn't important in the slightest, but karaoke is important, and that's the main thing. I guess that means, yeah, that there's nothing else we could do. I guess the only other thing we could do is work for Everart, but we may have locked that option out. Maybe? Okay, so there was a small amount of illusion of choice here, is what I'm getting at. At least from the path that well, I guess, actually, yeah, there's a small amount of illusion of choice here. Okay, that's fine. It was kind of expected. There was a lot that seemed, like, it refers to a lot, but it would be a bit ridiculous if it referred to a lot and it was completely branching. But anyway. Right, up here. And we can now head to the smoker's balcony. and we just need to read case entries. And I believe the act of reading is going to fix it. It's like going to make time go forward. So this is Smoker's bit. 28. Yes, right. So, I'm going to do a save, and then we're going to read. I believe we already read all of our case entries, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we didn't. So I need to take that out. Actually, I can do it in my hand? I can. Perfect. Right. Oh, I can slide the hidden drawer open. Yeah, I'm not going to do that one. Oh, read a case file? Oh, we did. Well, takes about half an hour to piece one together. Oh, okay. The Next World mural? Okay, we haven't read these. Cool. This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on the 1202, a graffito, nay a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is sparsely inhabited by a ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. Cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world, for new people. It is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class." People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the belles lettres have the litterage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumoured to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not for the design. The ideologue of the Next World mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown. Wait, do I ever find out who came up with it? Do I ever find out who came up with it, I assume? The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. Read on. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organised by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villa Lobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rumbling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between the 2 options, remove the mural. Actually, you know what? We'd keep the mural. It is right. A staggering 78% of voters chose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world. For new people. And it is too late for us. Well, I don't know. All that remain, well, the middle classes are not to be blamed, it's human nature. Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next, or are we done? Oh, the unsolvable case. A.k.a. Leslie and Burke, a.k.a. the public indecency drunk and property damage drunk, is a cursed case. It's been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January the 29th, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It's their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man, but you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration. The only way for Leslie to stop displaying his genitals and for Burke to stop attacking things would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which in their 40s or 50s is hard to tell. It's hard to tell because of their distorted features. Is a medical improbability. Can we just keep them off the streets? You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition because that's where the action is. Can you keep yourself off the streets? Good point. Proceed. Threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get a local gang of Zemiliacs to take them out. The Yakis give them ethanol so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all. Still, the complaints wouldn't stop. They haven't stopped for 10 years, as they haven't stopped for 10 years. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition, and what is Leslie doing? Leslie does what? Leslie displays his genitals, so that would be public indecency. Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it, and that Burke is breaking things. And the fact they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. He must have confused it with the property he likes to damage, but the joke's on him. The officer is also drunk, way more drunk than Burke there. And let's be fair, you also have party eyes. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face, then proceed to beat him unconscious with it. In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on a now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who at this point is tending to Burke. He came at us. And at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore. Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to attend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke, who knows. But both drunks are off the street. The complaint stopped. The unsolvable case is solved. Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one? Oh yeah, the square bullet hole murders. It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks on a rocking chair with a square hole in her skull staring at the wall, her mouth agape. But that's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body shows up, also with a square hole in his forehead. A sequence killer? Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next? Don't worry, one day. One day you may still catch the man with the square gun. Couch in an unexpected location? Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it, in the middle of the street, on the roof, on a hillside by the motorway. You know, on an unexpected location. They were young and they thought they looked cool on it. They looked really cool, like a rock band. Yes. As you've said here, insufferable rock and roll assholes. Young people are the worst. So anyway, you got a complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it was. And they were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations they took it to, where they also took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes and drank coffee because they felt it's intellectual. Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it up. So you did. So congratulations to you, case solved. Did ever catch those guys? No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that These notes show that what you have is what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What next? Murder at the hookah parlor? Murder. Tam. At the hookah parlor was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead, of circumstances completely unconnected to the murder at the hookah parlor. Wait, how? Beaten to death by a throng of Villa Lobos gang members when him and his partner JM, only initials mentioned, answered a call one night. It's a sad story and isn't really represented in your case file. Stop stalling and get to the murder at the hookah parlor. Right, on with the murder. Joseph Mills was on this case that he just couldn't solve. Was doing it solo. Said it was a real nutcracker. A real brand twister. Was on it for like a month. The captain got impatient. Shit or get off the pot, Mills. Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his brains, running with every theory, as outlandish as they seemed. Still couldn't solve the murder at the hookah parlor. Tough case, he said. Toughest he'd ever had. Wait, was Joseph Mills a good cop? No, he was awful. Awful sense of humour too. The worst jokes you've ever heard. Really rapey. Still, he'd been on the case for months now. Said it was the final case, said it was uncrackable, said the murderer had vanished into thin air. The goddamn hooker parlour was all he talked about. Go on. Okay, so the case was handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere. And you look at it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlour. You know, those places where you go and smoke bubblegum flavoured vapour all day. Really cool. Yeah, really lame. So anyway, young man in his 20s found with his skull busted open, right on the floor of the hookah parlour, in the middle of the day. No one else is in there. Only client that day, in perfect health too. Some kind of movie producer. No one enters, no one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah all morning, all noon, like he usually does. He's a regular. No calls, nothing. Just sucking on the hookah until 3:45. Then bam, he's dead on the floor with his skull busted open, blood everywhere. What happened? How can it be? Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin, movie deal gone sour, girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. Eerie. Man just dropped dead. So you go to the parlour, you see the cushions around the table. Table's low, heavy, really sharp edge. He sucked hookah, stood up, passed out, hit his head on the table and died? See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, that was it. Turns out the hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply, and then you don't notice it until you get up to go to the bathroom. What was he doing there for 6 hours? Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Try and come up with a movie script maybe. Anyway, that was the murder at the hookah parlour. Joseph Mills wasn't a good detective. About 30 minutes has passed piecing it together. Next, we're just going to do the square bullet hole murders over and over again, because that one doesn't take very long. Yes. Because it literally has no choices. There we go. There. This is obviously the intended way to pass time, you know. Yeah. Anyway, you're probably not meant to get Kim to leave every single day. So you're probably meant to have one day you could go and find the smoker. But I didn't, so there we go. Yep. Keeps happening. We always fail and always get conceptualization. Look at that. It's amazing. Do these actually say that they have dice rolls associated? Well, it doesn't say that they're a roll, so I'm going to assume that they're not a roll. Wait, was that the same result? Yeah, it's the same result. So these aren't rolls, these are guarantees. Huh. Interesting. Well, the more you learn. Or it only rolls it once per playthrough, or once per like stat thing. Maybe what it does is it actually has like a whole list of things. Like every time you level up a stat, it just re-rolls every roll in the game or something, and then it just picks them up when you get there. Who knows? Who knows? Well, probably the people who made it. I suspect the easiest answer is it probably isn't a roll. For those ones anyway. I don't know. We'll see. Right. Are we getting there? We're almost there. There we go. Another one. Square bullet hole murders. Still going. Square bullet hole murders. Square bullet hole murders. Square bullet hole murders. I just love that Kim, in theory, is just sitting here watching us do this all day. Just like you. Ooh, ooh. I have to do it again? It's a minute. It's a minute away. Don't make me do it again. Smell the ledger. You know, like the pits they put public piss bowls, probably called Fermi Discreet or Axel or something. At some point in its journey, this ledger has seen the inside of a public toilet. I know. Sylvie already told me I dunked it in the toilet. If you knew it was dunked into a toilet before getting chucked in the trash, why are you sniffing it? I'm a policeman, this is police work. I'm just following the leads, you know? Torturing your own nose for no reason is not conductive to case cracking, bud. Are you angry with me, nose? Yeah, turns out your nose doesn't like self-indulgent literal shit huffing. Quell a fucking surprise. Come on, no more. The ledger's going back down away from your nose now. Well, that's where you're right. Oh, and the smoker's here. Okay, cool. Well, I'm actually going to end the episode now. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time for what is probably going to be the finale of Disco Elysium. See you then. Goodbye.